Hey there once again, guys. Just a little extra additional to my previous content. Here is a taste of what Arcfall missions are like. Now this, I believe, is going to be a multiple Arcfall mission, yes, according to the map. And this particular one is just defend this. Just defend this against enemy horde, which is happen to be bugs. Oh, what a surprise. What a surprise. So, previously I stated that these are extremely fun, and yes they are. However, the blue falls, which are defense ones, they're just fun for one thing. You really want to get as much kills as you want, because at the end of the day, I love dames. At the end of the game, what's gonna count is how much people you kill, as opposed to how much people you don't kill, because it's gonna be all in damage. And you get extra XP, I believe, and extra loot and extra points if you do manage to get the most kills and get number one. Usually I get like third place, second place, but I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm better than more people or not. Yeah, so here you go. We defeated, quote unquote, the first Arcfall mission. So now we're gonna go to the second one, which lights up right afterwards. Usually there are more people. There's only 3 of us this time. And here's my loot. A sniper rifle, is it? Yeah, it was a sniper rifle. A quick repeater. We'll see how well that does. But once again, the point of Arcfalls is to either defeat the singular Arcfall mission, or defeat the mother of all hellbugs, which is particularly this mission in Arcfalls. And most of them are gonna be defensive ones until we get to the last point, where it's gonna be a big ass boss battle, and hopefully we're gonna get more people for that one. Yep, as you can see, the second Arcfall, and we're already fighting with more people, meaning we have to compete for more kills, and the enemies are going to be infinitely harder. So for now, we're gonna have just a stat boost for the enemies. Now enemies do have stat boosts because, you know, they're enemies. They're gonna have more health. They're gonna be harder to hit. Usually the AI in this game is actually pretty good. I've seen some reviewers say that AI is not particularly great. I disagree with that. I find the AI is actually quite atrociously quite quiet. No, it's atrociously quite nice, as opposed to majority of other reviewers said. Granted, some of these reviewers have much more credibility than me, and I will be the first one to agree with that. That's not my bug. That's mine. Oh yeah, I'll be the first one to agree with that statement. One of them being Total Hillbutt or Total Biscuit. As well as the Angry Joe. These are 2 people who I extremely enjoy watching, even though I completely disagree with Angry Joe in terms of this game. He just got this game wrong. He got extremely pissed during the beta and whatnot, but whatever. So as you can see, we already did 2 Arcfalls, so that's with low amount of people. I don't know how we're going to fare against boss enemies. It's really hard to kill this now. We have like 4, 10, 15 people. How much? Yeah, we have probably over 10 people right now in this particular area fighting. Even these little bugs who usually take 1 hit to kill you, you're gonna take like half a magazine out if you're using a rifle. Well, since I'm not using a rifle, it's alright. I also forgot to mention the variety of enemies. Like, there's factions of enemies in this game. So far I only met 3. Well, 4 technically. I met the bugs, you have the raiders, you have the mutants, and you also have the 99ers. For now, I only met a few of them, and they weren't really hostile. I don't know, maybe I have to activate a mission, activate something to get them more hostile towards me. But for now, they weren't hostile towards me. And each one of these particular factions, quote unquote, have their pretty standard, I believe, unit type. You have a general melee guy, you have a weak ranged guy, you have a powerful, strong melee type like this bug, and you also have a mediocre or strong, in this case, range type, which is elite hellbug archer. And most of the factions follow the same exact formula. Well, the way they differentiate it and spice it a bit up is that they upgrade the already existing enemies. So if you're gonna have a normal hellbug, you're gonna have an elite hellbug, and that technically means it's a different type of an enemy to take care of. And we're finally getting to the point where the enemies become extremely tough. Even my light machine gun cannot take care of them all at once. You actually want to destroy these cocoons before they hatch, because you don't want to find another elite headbug warrior, hellbug, headbug, whatever, humpbug. In terms of AI, I just said before, it's a good AI. It's a really good AI. Bugs behave like bugs. Enemies take cover. They roll. They try to manage their shots. At some point, even the smartest of the AI is going to run in your face and try to kill you. However, it doesn't happen that much, and even if it does happen that much, you don't care because you're just busy killing them. They don't have like a lot of HP. The normal enemies. These are arc enemies. They're a bit tougher, and they technically you can consider them mini bosses, but you're gonna have a mini boss somewhere in the fight. You're also gonna have a big boss at the end of the run. I don't know whether I'm gonna stay for the entire run. Maybe just cut it off, and when it becomes a point where it's gonna be huge ass fighting, I'm gonna come back and commentate on the actual boss fights. So far, I had 2 boss fights, and generally boss fights, like in any other MMO, they have no strategy. However, this game kind of thrives on strategy. In WoW, Guild Wars, enemies don't have like critical spots where you need to hit them. That's why this is more or less an action MMO as opposed to traditional boring MMO. You also have grenades. Actually, while we're fighting the wonderful bugs and these arcs, you can squish people in cars. I find it boring, and I don't like when people do it because I'm like, dude, get out and shoot, you do more damage to more people. You get to use your grenades, you get to use your special powers, especially if you have the damage boost, that'd be extremely helpful. But no, he wants to be a prick, or she wants to be a prick, driving a pink car, thinking that she knows what she's doing. Damn it, women. Get back to the kitchen, load up your gun, and kill women. Kill bugs. Kind of makes sense. Kitchen bugs, whatever. Racist, sexist, deal with it. It was funny. I guess one of the points that I really wanted to bring up is, see, full inventory. I still picked up the item. I don't know where it went. In my inventory is 20 out of 20. I have no idea where it went. I will have to drop some things and sell some things if I'm gonna get another weapon. Drop some items that I don't use. And instead of getting like 200 coins or whatever money script in this game, to get 200 script in the shop, I have to drop it because I have enough room in the inventory. I wish there were some upgrades to the inventory. I'm not sure, even though I just watched the previous part and I'm like, ooh, I wonder what this does. I really don't know. Once we get to the finishing off of this particular arc, we're going to... Oh, crystal. Oh, there you go. We're actually gonna go and see what those buffs, perks do, if we can even have them. Money, so far I don't see. Can't pick it up. Can't pick it up. It's white item, so it doesn't really matter. It's not a new weapon or anything. So let's go here, and I don't know what these perks are. I don't have any of them yet. So no perks yet, unless these are them. Are they? No, they're not. Apparently, I can't click them. Now I'm fighting all these bugs. Hello, because I forgot to move. Damn it. Anyways, let's just get out of here and go inside and continue with the arc full missions. Last time I noticed my audio was a bit lower, and just realized, oh wait, I'm a bit too far from the mic. So let's hope at least you're gonna hear me now. Well, you could hear me before too. Just there's so much action going on right now, so much sound and so much noise. Things gonna get dirty-ish. I don't know what those boobs are, but they should do look like. So chances are this is finally the final boss bug. Yep, there it is. This is the boss fight that you guys saw before. Obviously they're repeating. This is not an extremely hard boss. Its weak spot is in its eyes, because they glow yellow, and whenever you hit them, they kind of spark up. And that's the entire point. They defeat these bugs, and yes, they suck bullet sponges in a way. But they do use a bit of tactics. They run away, and then they have their little minions, midget minions coming out. They're gonna pop out from another spot and release their spores, and like there. I'm really not sure how this bug behaves. Last time I fought it was like literally 2 minutes. It wasn't much, but he got his ass shot. He's like, oh no, I'm gonna run away and gonna jump somewhere else. Critical hits, as I said, headshots are most of the critical hits, unless your weapon has like shitload of damage to do, but it's not using a shitload of damage. Oh, there you go. See, that's another strategy. This person is gonna close you. It has speed bugs, and I think they're poisonous too. They look like they have radiation poisoning coming out of them. And it's like exciting stuff. Reloading takes a while, but this is a LMG, so it's kind of great. What I want to say is that this series, particularly this particular series, though, is extremely reminiscent of Firefly. Extremely reminiscent of Firefly. I loved Firefly. If you do not know what Firefly is, either you lived in a sink, you don't like sci-fi, or you're probably like 15 years old. But then again, the series is like 10 years old. It's been kick-ass series. It still is one of the top praised sci-fi series. in history of men. It's much like the first Stargate ever in the 90s. The first Stargate movie in the 90s. Stargate as a series evolved from the movie Stargate, which was released in the 90s. It was quite an amusing and cool series and movie. But Firefly is when this looks like a lot. The main character is really reminiscent of Firefly's main character, and I would be as bold as to say that this is probably the rival of Firefly if the series does its shit right. And here we go, we got this boss, and let's see our score, and we are on the 5th spot because we came in late. And Sheiji Tataki, he's Japanese. I am not going to argue with him being the boss. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. Let's see what kind of loot this thing dropped, if it dropped any. I'm not even sure it dropped anything for me, but chances are it's in my inventory and disappeared. But we did get a lot of bonuses. We have a little experience. What you do also get, you get these see, I also leveled up. You get can I? Well, it tells me that it's somewhere here, but I can't seem to pick it. I do not know why. Let's do this from the back. I don't know why, but I can't pick the perks. I wish I could, but it seems it won't allow me to pick the perks. I don't know how to do it, so I have to look it up. Maybe get back to you with it. Shut up! I know what you're thinking. Shut up! Alright, that's it guys. You also get kind of these shards that allow you to buy extra equipment from every time you kill balls. There they are, 14 out of 75. I really can't point at it, but whatever. Anyway guys, this was it. I just realized that I'm a stupid idiot. Hope you guys enjoyed this little boss fight, and peace out.